Hi, today we will be solving exercise 5.1 problems from the textbook. This is pertaining to arithmetic progression. Okay, directly we will start with the first question. The first question says, in which of the following situation does the list of numbers involved make an arithmetic progression and why? You are all aware that to find out whether it is an arithmetic progression or not, we have to find the common difference. So, let us take the first question, part 1. The taxi fare after each kilometer, when the fare is rupees 15 for the first kilometer and rupees 8 for each additional kilometer. So, the question says, for the first 15 kilometers, for the first kilometer, the fare is 15 rupees, and then for every additional kilometer, it is 8 rupees. So, if we start writing the fare for every kilometer, the first kilometer it will be 15 rupees, and then after that for the second kilometer it will be 15 plus 8, which is 23 rupees, and then for the third kilometer the cost will be 23 plus 8, which happens to be 31, and for the fourth kilometer it will be 39, and so on. Now, does this follow the rules of the arithmetic progression? Here the common difference is 8. You can see the difference between second term and first term is 8, and from second term to third term is also 8, and 3 to 4 is also 8. So, this follows the arithmetic progression. Here the first term A1 is 15, and the common difference D, we can say A2 minus A1, which happens to be 23 minus 15, which is equal to 8. We can also see that the common difference between A3 and A2 is 31 minus 23, which happens to be 8. So, since the difference is same, this is a AP. This follows a arithmetic progression. Let us come to the second part. See, the amount of air present in a cylinder, there is, or what he says is, they are given a cylinder, there is air present in the cylinder. When a vacuum pump, they have connected the vacuum pump to this, removes 1/4 of the air remaining in the cylinder at a time. What does this mean? This vacuum pump, ಈ ವ್ಯಾಕ್ಯೂಮ್ ಪಂಪ್ ಏನಿದೆಯಲ್ಲ, ಈ ಸಿಲಿಂಡರಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುವ 1/4 ಏರನ್ನು ಹೊರಗಡೆ ತೆಗೆಯುತ್ತೆ ಪ್ರತಿ ಸಲ. ಅಟ್ ಎವ್ರಿ ಟೈಮ್ ಇಟ್ ರಿಮೂವ್ಸ್ 1/4 ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಏರ್ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್. ಇದರ ಅರ್ಥ ಏನು ಅಂದರೆ, ಸಪೋಸಿಂಗ್ ಆ ಸಿಲಿಂಡ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಫಸ್ಟಿಗೆ 100 ಲೀಟರ್ ಇತ್ತು ಅಂತ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಇಫ್ ದೇರ್ ಈಸ್ 100 ಲೀಟರ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್, so what happens is, when the vacuum pump operates, it removes 1/4 of the air. So 1/4 of 100 is 25. So 25 liter, 25 liters if the air is removed, then the remaining quantity of air is 75 liters. Then 75 liters to 25% ತೆಗೆಯುತ್ತೆ. So 75 minus 1/4 of 75. This much of air is removed. So, how do we write this solution? So, we will start from beginning. So, let us say, suppose the initial air in the cylinder is equal to 100 liters. So, after first pumping by vacuum pump, 1/4 of 100, which is equal to 25 liters, is removed, and remaining air in the cylinder is equal to 75 liters. Now, after the second pumping, after second pumping, 1/4 of 75. 1/4 of 75 ಅಂದರೆ ಎಷ್ಟಾಗುತ್ತೆ? 75 1/4 is equal to 8 ones are 4 ones are 4, 3 remaining 35, 4 8s are 32, 3 remaining, so 0.75, 18.75 liters is removed. So 18.75 liters when it is removed, and remaining air in cylinder is equal to 75 minus 18.75, which happens to be 56.25 liters. So now we have got three terms. So let us write the sequence of the number. So first is how much was the present in that? First it was 100 liters. Next it was 75 liters. After that the remaining, this one will be 56.25 and so on. Does this form an AP? Let us see. Now this will be A1, this will be A2, and this will be A3. So what is the difference between A1 and A2? Is 25. And what is the difference between A2 and A3? Is 18.75. So here we observe that A3 minus A2 is not equal to A2 minus A1. Hence it is not a arithmetic progression. Okay. So let us go to the third part. The third part is very similar to the first question. Here what he says is the cost of digging a well after every meter of digging, when it costs rupees 150 for the first meter and rises by rupees 50 for each subsequent meter. So here what he says is cost of first meter digging is equal to how much? Rupees 150. Now second meter, what is the cost of the second meter? Second meter digging will be 50 rupees. It rises by 50. So it will be 50 plus 150 of the first meter, which happens to be 200 rupees. So after 3 meters, cost of digging will rise to 200 plus 50, which is equal to 250 and so on. So if you write the cost of digging, so first meter cost will be 150 rupees, second meter it will be 200, third meter will be, after 3 meters it will be 250, after 4 meters it will be 300, then it will be 350 and so on. So let us find the difference between the subsequent terms. So we can say that here A2 minus A1, what is A2 here? 200 minus 150 is 50. Similarly, A3 minus A2 is equal to 250 minus 200, which happens to be 50. So we can say that since the common difference is same, A3 minus A2 is equal to A2 minus A1, this sequence forms an arithmetic progression. Let us come to the fourth part. The amount of money in the account every year when 10,000 rupees is deposited at compound interest at 8% per annum. I hope the students know the difference between the simple interest and compound interest. Let me take up a different different question to this. If it is simple interest ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? Simple interest ಅಲ್ಲಿ interest is paid only on the principal amount. Okay, here the principal amount is 10,000 rupees. So for the first year, interest for first year will be how much? It will be 8% of 10,000, which happens to be 800 rupees. Similarly, interest for second year, every year ಪ್ರತಿ ವರ್ಷ ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ ಸೇಮ್ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ, ವಿಚ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪನ್ಸ್ ಟು ಬಿ 800 ಓನ್ಲಿ. ಸೊ ದಿ amount what happens in the account, see initially the amount will be 10,000, after 1 year what happens, it rises to 10,800, then third year ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ 10,800 plus 800 rupees, which happens to be 11,600 and so on. This is I am talking of simple interest. Remember, what is the difference here? Between A2 and A1 the difference is 800, and between A3 and A2 the difference is 800. So, here the interest, here the difference between the terms is constant. Hence, this follows this is an arithmetic progression. But what does the question say? Now, the question actually, this is only whatever is solved here is different. You need not write this in the examination. Now, the question comes, actual solution is, what he says is, it is compound interest. Compound interest means interest is provided on the balance available on the account every year end. So, first year end, what is the initial deposit? It is 10,000 rupees. 10,000 rupees, first year how much interest is given? 10,000 plus 8% of 10,000, which happens to be how much? 10,800. This becomes 10,800. Now, second year what happens? This is initial. After 2 years what happens? 8% of 10,800 is the interest. So, how much is 8% of 10,800? It comes to about 864 rupees. Okay, so this much is the interest, and what does the balance become? Balance becomes 10,800 plus 864, which is equal to 11,164. 10,800 plus 864. 10,800 plus 864. 11,664. 11,664. Now, these are the three terms. So, initially it is 10,000. After 1 year it becomes, amount becomes 10,800. After second year it becomes 11,664. Now, what is the common difference here? Here the common difference is, between first and second term is 800, and between second and third is 864. So, here A2 minus A1 is not equal to A3 minus A2. Hence, this is not a arithmetic progression. There is another method of solving this problem, see, which happens to be a little bit confusing. See, what is the, I will just give a brief hint about that. What is the formula for compound interest? Compound interest is equal to 1 principal into 1 plus r by 100 to the power of n. I hope you have learned this from your earlier classes. So, after the initial, what is the amount? Initial, it is 10,000 rupees. After 1 year, what happens? Principal is 10,000 plus interest is 10,000 into 1 plus 8 by 100 to the power of 1. After 2 year, amount becomes how much? 10,000 plus 10,000 into 1 plus 8 by 100 to the power of 2. The answer, whatever you get, is the same. So, based on this also you can do the calculation and you will get the same. You will here also you can prove that this is not an arithmetic progression, but this is the easier method and you can follow this method only. Okay. So, let us come to the second question. Second question, write the first 4 terms of the AP when the first term A and the common difference D are given. It is very simple. Here the first term is 10. What happens to the second term? Before that, let me write the general form of AP. What is the general form of AP? First term is A, second term is A plus D, third term is A plus 2D, or you can say A1, A1, A1. Fourth term will be A1 plus 3D, so on like this, A1 plus n minus 1 D. So, in the first one, what is A? A is 10. So, the first term is 10, common difference is 10. This is very easy. So, second term will be 20, third term will be 30, 40, 50 and so on. Now, here the first term is minus 2, second term the common difference is 0, it can be 0, common difference can be positive number, negative number or 0. Okay. So, first term is they have given it as minus 2, second term will be minus 2 plus 0 is same as minus 2, third term is again minus 2 into 0, minus 2, minus 2, minus 2 and so on. Similarly, for the fourth one, the first term will be 4, second term will be 4 minus 3, third term will be 4 minus 2 into 3, next term will be 4 minus 3 into 3, next term will be 4 minus 4 into 4. Okay, so I will write the answer to this 4 comma 4 minus 3 is 1, and then if you reduce minus 3 to 1 it becomes minus 2 and then minus 5 and minus 8. Okay. Fourth one, I will write the answer directly. First term will be minus 2. Now, if you add half to minus 2 it becomes minus half, and then if you add half to minus half it becomes 0, and then if you add half it becomes half, and then 1, 1 by 2, 2, 1 by 2 and so on. Similarly, the first term is minus 1.25. Now, the common difference is minus 0.25. Please remember the minus sign here. So, it is not plus, so it is minus. So, it becomes minus 1.25 plus of minus, or I will say minus 1.25, common difference you have to add plus of minus 0.25, which have to. Let us now come to the next question, question number 3. For the following arithmetic progressions, write the first term and the common difference. It is a very easy question. So, in the first case, the first term a1 is equal to 3. To find the common difference, what we do? We take an minus 1 minus an. So, here to find the common difference, d is equal to a2 minus a1, which happens to be 1 minus 3, that is minus 2. We will also have to check with another term. So, let us take d is equal to a3 minus a2, which is equal to minus 1 minus of minus 1, which happens to be minus 2. So, the answer is the first term a1 is equal to 3 and common difference d is equal to minus 2. Here students, be careful, you generally tend to make the mistake of taking difference as 2. You will see 3, 1, minus 1, minus 3. So, 3 and 1 the difference is 2. So, directly you write it off as 2. It is not 2, it is minus 2. Let us come to the second part. Here it is very simple. a1 the first term is equal to minus 5 and common difference is a2 minus a1, which happens to be minus 1 minus of minus 5 is equal to plus 4, or you can also say d is equal to a3 minus a2, which is equal to 3 minus of minus 1 is equal to, minus of minus 1 is plus, you all know that. So, 3 plus 1 becomes 4. This is just a symbol playing. So, you have to be very careful here, minus signs. Okay, so, the answer is a1 is equal to minus 5 and common difference d is equal to plus 4. I once again repeat, be very careful as far as minus symbols are concerned. The next question here, a1 is equal to 1 by 3 and common difference d is equal to a2 minus a1, which is equal to 5 by 3 minus 1 by 3, which is equal to 5 minus 1 is 4. So, 4 by 3 LCM is 3. We will also let us check up a3 minus a2, which happens to be 9 by 3 minus 5 by 3 is equal to 4 by 3. Let us also check one more term, say a4 minus a3, which is equal to 13 by 3 minus 9 by 3, which is also is 4 by 3. So the answer is first term a1 is equal to 1 by 3 and common difference is 4 by 3. This is the answer. Let us go to the fourth one. Here a1 is 0.6 and common difference is a2 minus a1, which is equal to 1.7 minus 0.6 is equal to 1.1, and similarly if you take a3 minus a2, it comes to 2.8 minus 1.7, which happens to be 1.1. So the answer is the first term a1, this is the first term, 0.6, okay, is 0.6, and common difference is d is equal to 1.1. Let's come to the fourth question now. Which of the following are APs? So here we'll have to check whether the given sequence of numbers, they fall into arithmetic progression or not. If they form an arithmetic progression, then find the common difference d and write 3 more terms. ಮೊದಲು ನಾವು ಅದನ್ನ ಅರಿಥ್ಮೆಟಿಕ್ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರೆಷನ್ ಹೌದು ಅಲ್ಲೋ ಅಂತ ನೋಡಿಬಿಟ್ಟು ಅದು ಅರಿಥ್ಮೆಟಿಕ್ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರೆಷನ್ ಇತ್ತು ಅಂದರೆ ಅದರದ್ದು ಕಾಮನ್ ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಸ್ ಕಂಡುಹಿಡಿದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಇನ್ನು 3 ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಟರ್ಮ್ಸ್ನ ಬರಿಬೇಕು. ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ. ಹಿಯರ್ the first term is 2, second term is 4, third term is 8. So let us find the difference. Terms 2, 4, 8, 16. So a2 minus a1 is equal to 4 minus 2. Common difference ಮೊದಲನೇದು ಮತ್ತು ಎರಡನೇ ಟರ್ಮಿಗೆ 4 minus 2 is 2. a3 minus a2 is equal to 8 minus 4 is equal to 4. ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗೋಯ್ತು ಎರಡು ಒಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ. Since a3 minus a2 is not equal to a2 minus a1, this sequence is not a arithmetic progression. Common difference ಬೇರೆ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಇದು arithmetic progression ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. Next one ಬನ್ನಿ. 5 by 2 a1, let us directly take a2 minus a1 is equal to 7 by 2 minus 5 by 2 is equal to LCM 2 common, 7 minus 5 is 2, 2 by 2 is equal to 1. Next a3 minus a2, which is equal to 3 minus 7 by 2. LCM 2 ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ 6 by 2 minus 7 by 2 is equal to minus 1 by 2. So here again common difference ಬೇರೆ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ a3 minus a2 is not equal to a2 minus a1. Hence, this is not a arithmetic progression. ಮೂರನೇ ಭಾಗಕ್ಕೆ ಬರೋಣ. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಟರ್ಮ್ minus 1.2, next minus 3.2. So a2 minus a1 is equal to a2 ಏನಿದೆ minus 3.2, a1 ಏನಿದೆ minus of minus 1.2 is equal to minus of minus plus ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ minus 3.2 plus 1.2 ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ನಿಮಗೇನು ಬರುತ್ತೆ minus 2.0 ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ a3 minus a2 is equal to minus 5.2 minus of minus 3.2. minus of minus 3.2 ಅಂದರೆ ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ minus 5.2 plus 3.2 is equal to again minus 2. ಅದೇ ಥರ a4 minus a3 ನೋಡ್ಬಿಡುವ. a4 minus a3 is equal to minus 7.2 minus of minus 5.2 is equal to minus 2. ಸೊ ಹೀಗೆ ನಮಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾಮನ್ ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಸ್ 3 ಸೇಮ್ ಇದೆ. therefore since the difference is same, the difference between subsequent terms are same, this sequence is a arithmetic progression. So ಈಗ arithmetic progression ಅಂತ ಗೊತ್ತಾದಾಗ ಇದೇನಿದೆ a1 is equal to minus 1.2 and common difference d is minus 2. The next 3 terms ಕೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. So next 3 terms ಯಾವುದು? Next 3 terms are minus 7.2ಗೆ minus 2 ಆ್ಯಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ minus 7.2 plus minus 2.0. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಟರ್ಮು. ಅದರ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಟರ್ಮ್ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಮತ್ತೆ -2.0 ಆ್ಯಡ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಇದು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಟರ್ಮ್ ಏನು ಬಂತು ನಮಗೆ -9.2. ಅದಾದಮೇಲೆ ಮತ್ತೆ -2 ಆ್ಯಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಬರುತ್ತೆ -11.2. ಅದ್ರ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಟರ್ಮು ಮತ್ತೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ -2 ಆ್ಯಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ -13.2. ಸೊ ದೀಸ್ ಆರ್ ದ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ 3 ಟರ್ಮ್ಸ್. A1 -1.2 ಇದೆ, D -2.0 ಇದೆ. ಓಕೆನಾ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಗೆ ಬರುವ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂಯೇಷನ್. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಅದೇ ಥರ ಕಾಮನ್ ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಸ್ ಕಂಡಿಡಿಯೋಣ. A2 minus A1 is equal to -10 minus of -6 is equal to -6 ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ -10 ಪ್ಲಸ್ 6 ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ -4. ಅದೇ ಥರ A3 minus A2 is equal to -6 minus of -2 is equal to minus of -2 is +2 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ -6 +2 ಮಾಡಿದರೆ -4. ಅದೇ ಥರ A4 minus A3 is equal to A4 ಏನಿದೆ ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ 2 ಇದೆ, +2 ಇದೆ. A4 is 1 2 3 4th ಟರ್ಮ್ +2 ಇದೆ. ಮೈನಸ್ ಆಫ್ -2 ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ +2 ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ +4 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಸಾರಿ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ A4 minus A3 ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾಗಿದೆ. ಸಾರಿ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮಿಸ್ಟೇಕ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ವಿಲ್ ರೀಡು ದಿಸ್. A2 minus A1 is -6 minus of -10. -6 minus of 10 ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ minus of minus plus, ಸೊ +4. A3 minus A2 ಇದೇನಾಗುತ್ತೆ -2 minus of -6 is equal to +4. A4 minus A3 ಅದೇ ಥರ +2 minus of -2 is +4. ಕಾಮನ್ ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಸ್ ಸೇಮ್ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮೇಲ್ಗಡೆ ಹೇಗೆ ನಾವು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲನೇಷನ್ ಬರೆದಿದ್ದೀವಲ್ಲ ಅದೇ ಥರ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲನೇಷನ್ ಬರೀಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಹಿಯರ್ ದಿಸ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ಸ್ ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಆನ್ ಅರಿಥ್ಮೆಟಿಕ್ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರೆಷನ್. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ 3 ಟರ್ಮ್ಸ್ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಈಗ ಅಲ್ಲೇನು ಬಂದಿದೆ -10 -6 -2 2 ಇದೆ. ಇದು ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ 3 ಟರ್ಮ್ಸ್ ಬೇಕು. ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಕಾಮನ್ ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಸ್ನ ಆ್ಯಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗಬೇಕು. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ 2 + 4 is equal to 6. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಮತ್ತೆ 6 + 4 is equal to 10. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಮತ್ತೆ 10 + 4 is equal to 14. ಸೊ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ 3 ಟರ್ಮ್ಸ್ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ 6, 10, 14. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್ನಿಗೆ ಬನ್ನಿ. 3 + 3√2 3 + 2√2 3 + 3√2. ಸೊ ಕಾಮನ್ ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಸ್ ಕಂಡುಹಿಡಿಯೋಣ. A2 minus A1 is equal to 3 + √2 minus 3 is equal to √2. ಅದೇ ಥರ A3 minus A2 ಇದೇನಾಗುತ್ತೆ 3 + 2√2 minus 3 + √2. 3 ಕ್ಯಾನ್ಸಲ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. 2√2ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದನ್ನ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ 3 + 2√2 -3 -√2. 3 ಕ್ಯಾನ್ಸಲ್ ಆಗಿಬಿಟ್ಟು 2√2 - √2 ಈಸ್ ಅಗೇನ್ √2. ಅದೇ ಥರ A4 minus A3 ನೋಡುವ. A4 minus A3 ಈಸ್ 3 + 3√2 minus 3 + 2√2. ಈ 3 ಕ್ಯಾನ್ಸಲ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. 3√2 minus 2√2 ಅಗೇನ್ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಏನು ಬರುತ್ತೆ ನಮಗೆ √2. ಸೊ ಕಾಮನ್ ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಸ್ ಸೇಮ್ ಇದೆ, √2 ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ಸ್ AP. ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ AP. ಸೊ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ 3 ಟರ್ಮ್ಸ್ ಬರೆಯುವ. 3 + 3√2ಗೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು √2 ಆ್ಯಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಈಗ 3 + 3√2 ಇಸ್ ದ 4th ಟರ್ಮ್. 5th ಟರ್ಮ್ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಟರ್ಮ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ √2 ಆ್ಯಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ 3 + 4√2. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಮತ್ತೆ √2 ಆ್ಯಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ 3 + 5√2. ಮತ್ತೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಆ್ಯಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ 3 + 6√2. ಇದೇ ಥರ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ 3 ಟರ್ಮ್ಸು ವಿ ಹವ್ ಗಾಟ್ ದ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ 3 ಟರ್ಮ್ಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ. Next, let's come to the 6th one. Let us see. A2 minus A1 is equal to 0.22 minus 0.20 is equal to 0.02. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಡೆಸಿಮಲ್ಸ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಸೊ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಹುಷಾರಾಗಿ ಸ್ಲೋ ಆಗಿ ಮಾಡಿ. A3 minus A1 is equal to 0.222 minus 0.22 is equal to 0.002. ಯಾರಿಗೆ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟಾಗಿ ಬರೀಲಿಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ, ಸೈಡಿಗೆ ರಫಲ್ಲಿ you do your normal subtraction. 0.222 minus 0.22, 0, so 2 minus 0 is 2, 0, 0.0. So here you can see 0.02 is not equal to 0.002, or that is to say A3 minus A1 is not equal to A2 minus A1. Therefore this is not a arithmetic progression. Next question. First term 0 ಇದೆ, ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಟರ್ಮ್ -4 ಇದೆ. ನೋಡಿದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು ಇಲ್ಲಿ A2 minus A1 ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಫಾಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ, ಈಸ್ -4 minus 0 is equal to -4. A3 minus A2 is equal to -8 minus 4 is equal to -4. Sorry, -8 minus of -4 is equal to -4. A4 minus A3 is equal to -12 minus of -8 is equal to again -4. So this is a AP with common difference D is equal to -4. Next 3 terms ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? Next 3 terms are -12 ಆದಮೇಲೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ -4 ಆ್ಯಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? -12 minus 4 becomes -16 minus 20 minus 24. Hope this is easy. So ಅದೇ ಥರ ಇದು ನೋಡಿದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಡ್ಬೋದು, here all the numbers are same, so the common difference is 0. So you can write it as A2 minus A1 is equal to -half, minus of -half is equal to 0. A3 minus A2 is equal to -half, minus of minus is equal to 0. So this is a arithmetic progression with common difference D is equal to 0. Next 3 terms ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? -half, -half, all terms are -half. So next 3 terms are also -half. Next let's come to this. So here A2 minus A1 is equal to 3 minus 1 is equal to 2. A3 minus A2 is equal to 9 minus 3 is equal to 6. 2 and 6 are not equal here. So what we have got? A3 minus A2 is not equal to A2 minus A1. Hence this is not an arithmetic progression. Next come to the 10th one. A, 2A, 3A, 4A. This is very similar to the 3 plus root 2 ಥರ. ಏನಾಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ಒಂದೊಂದೇ A ಆ್ಯಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಬಟ್ ಲೆಟ್ ಅಸ್ ರೈಟ್ ಇಟ್. A2 minus A1 is equal to 2A minus A is equal to A. A3 minus A2 is equal to 3A minus 2A is equal to A. A4 minus A3 is equal to 4A minus 3A is equal to A. So this is a arithmetic progression with common difference D is equal to A. Next 3 terms ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? Next 3 terms ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? 4Aಗೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಆ್ಯಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? 5A. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು A ಆ್ಯಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ 6A, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು A ಆ್ಯಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ 7A. So next 8 terms are 5A, 6A, 7A. Here, okay, there is a small, this is A to the power of 4. So here that common difference let's find manna. A2 minus A1 is equal to A square minus A is equal to A into A minus 1. A3 minus A2 is equal to A cube minus A square is equal to A square into A minus 1. So it is very obvious. Only in case if A is 1, then it becomes arithmetic progression. Let's not get into that. As per this, since A3 minus A2 is not equal to A2 minus A1, this is not a arithmetic progression. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, every term is being multiplied by A. So such a progression is called geometric progression. This is not a arithmetic progression. Let's come to this. This is also simple. A2 minus A1 is equal to 8 minus 2 is equal to 6. A3 minus A2 is equal to 18 minus 8 is equal to 10. So A3 minus A2 is not equal to A2 minus A1. Therefore, this is not a arithmetic progression. 13th part, 3, 6, 9, 12. This is very simple. It is 3 tables, so every number get 3 add ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. So let us do it. A2 minus A1 is equal to 6 minus 3 is equal to 3. A3 minus A2 is equal to 9 minus 6 is equal to 3. A4 minus A3 is equal to 12 minus 9 is equal to 3. This is a arithmetic progression with common difference is equal to 3. Next 3 terms ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, 12 ಗೆ 3 ಆ್ಯಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ 15, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಮತ್ತೆ 3 ಆ್ಯಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ 18, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಮತ್ತೆ 3 ಆ್ಯಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ 21. Let's come to this. So here they have given 1 square, 3 square, 5 square, 7 square. So we have to find the number. 1 square is what? 1. 3 square is 9. 5 square is 25. 7 square is 49. So A2 minus A1 is 9 minus 1 is equal to 8. A3 minus A2 is equal to 25 minus 9 is 16. So they are not equal. A3 minus A2 is not equal to A2 minus A1. Hence, this is not a arithmetic progression. Let's come to this. Same adetara previous. Let's just take the previous question. Let's expand this. 1 square is 1. 5 square is 25. 7 square is 49. 7 cube is 49 into 7. 49 into 7 ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? 7 5 is 6. 49 into 7. 9 7s are 9 7s are 63. 3 6 carry. 7 4s are 28 plus 6 34. You ನೋಡಿದ ತಕ್ಷಣ you can say this is not an AP, but still let us do it. A2 minus A1 is equal to 25 minus 1 is equal to 24. A3 minus A2 is equal to 49 minus 25 is equal to 24. Illi, if you see here, it is very important. This question is a tricky question. So ಈ ಥರ ಕೊಟ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಏನಂತ ಅನಿಸುತ್ತೆ, ಎಲ್ಲ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸು ಎರಡನ್ನೇ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಟ್ಟು ಇದು ಎ ಪಿ ಅಂತ ಭಾಳ ಸಲ ಬರೆದ್ಬಿಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಬಟ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಚೆಕ್ ಫಾರ್ ದಿ ಥರ್ಡ್ ಟರ್ಮ್ ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ. ಸೊ A4 minus A3 is equal to 343 minus 49, which is equal to 290. 343 minus 49. 343 ಹೋದರೆ ಇನ್ನು 6 294. So they are not equal. A3 minus A2 is not equal to A4 minus A3. Hence, this is not a AP. Next question. Okay, so we have completed exercise 5.1.